Satisfaction. I love the idea that before the draw some of the best players in the world have played against each other in a match, and I appreciate that 33,000 people in the stadium will see the draw free. Of course, nothing's been easy, but now I think that everyone will see a really good show.
Back to the Football World Cup qualifying rounds with Konica.
Welcome back, and before the main event, we become your cultural attachés for about 50 minutes as we introduce you to all of the competing cities, and first of all, situated in the heart of Artois, the city of Lens, the inhabitants of which are known for their legendary qualities of courage. Over the centuries, Lens has always been the object of bitter fighting, especially during the First World War, when itself was completely destroyed. The stadium is the Felix Bourlat, 49,500 places, of which a massive 32,000 are standing. Nantes is situated at a distance of about 50 kilometers from the Atlantic Ocean on the estuary of the Loire and at the crossroads of Brittany. Anjou-on-the-Vendée, the western city, with its largest population of over 500,000, is the 7th largest in France. The stadium is La Beaujoire. Current capacity of 52,500 places. Nantes itself was the seat of the Dukes of Brittany when in 1532, following the marriage with Duchess Anne, the union between Brittany and France was sanctioned by Francis I. In the 17th and 18th centuries, Nantes became the leading commercial port in France. At present, it's the 4th most important industrial site in France. The Loire estuary, which includes Nantes and Saint-Nazaire, has based the development of its main poles of excellence. These are maritime engineering and the food-growing industries. The beautiful city of Bordeaux was built in the meanders of the Garonne River, not far from the Atlantic Ocean. It has been a busy commercial crossroads between sea and land since Roman antiquity. Bordeaux has been influenced by many different cultures and was occupied by the English between the 12th and 15th centuries. It's therefore always been very open toward the rest of the world and possesses a heritage that's unique in France and Europe. Bordeaux, of course, has given its name to the most universal of wines. The Bordeaux wines are known and appreciated all over the world and have largely contributed to the prosperity and fame as this well-preserved city. Finally, its historical vocation for the international trade and its exceptional geographical position has won the city recognition for its industrial dynamism. The cultural, academic and industrial metropolis of the southwest is the 4th largest city in France. Toulouse is the capital of the aerospace science and the cradle of Concorde, Airbus and the Ariane rocket, but it's also famous for its culinary specialities. During the 24 centuries of its history, Toulouse has gone through many conflicts and upheavals. Its name was for a long time associated with the Carthaginian epic. The city was built on the banks of the Garonne and developed under successive crowns. After Rome and Castrum, the Visigoth city came a succession of medieval and Renaissance cities. The stadium is the Municipal Stadium, and in its present state houses 35,000 fans.
Back to the Football World Cup qualifying rounds with Opel.
And so to Montpellier. The city was born in the 10th century near the ponds which scatter the Mediterranean coast with patches of gold and silver. Its name first appeared in writing in 985 as Mons Pestellario. Montpellier's golden age started back in 1204. Its charter transformed it into a real and prosperous democracy. It was Spanish and Catholic for 2 centuries and then became Protestant. The stadium to be used this summer is the Stadium La Mosson. Its present site just 6 kilometers from the centre. It's one of the smallest grounds, currently with only seating for 23,500 people. The construction will be completed in time, bringing the capacity up to around 35,500. 1 out of 4 inhabitants of Montpellier is under 25 years of old. Saint-Etienne, as a green, combative and bold city, Saint-Etienne has been capable of using its heritage to face the future and to make great efforts and careful investments. It is the capital of the Forêt, owing to its long manufacturing experience at the heart of the coal mining area, was one of the first cities to experience the industrial French Revolution. Whether economic, technological or sociological, the city went through profound changes. Saint-Etienne has become ecologically oriented, protects its lifestyle, while its art and culture follow the rhythm of the days and the hours. The ground is the Geoffroy Guichard. Seats 42,000, of which again a high proportion, 19,000 are standing. And to Lyon, the second largest city in France, is situated at the confluence of 2 major rivers, the Rhone and the Saône. Lyon has always been the turning point between the north and the south. It is the headquarters of the flourishing textile and pharmaceutical industries. It is also the land of very good food. The city started by being a Roman colony way back in 43 BC. The stadium to be used this summer, the Stadium Guerlain. In its present state, it seats 44,000 people. It's designed by the architect Tony Garnier. That's been listed as a historical monument. It's easy to see. And finally to Saint-Denis, a city of contrast, the contrast of a history marked by the duality of royal and working city, the contrast of buildings in which the new and the old cohabit, the contrast of a population originating from an ethnic melting pot. Saint-Denis is both surprising and appealing. It has inherited a prestigious past and has always looked forward to the future. The Grand Stadium will consist of 4 elliptical coronas of tiers, 25,000 seats for the lower corona, 15 for the second and 20 for the 2 upper ones. And the stadium capacity can be modulated according to needs, 80,000 for rugby or football, 75 athletics, 20,000 to 103 when used for shows.
Back to the Football World Cup with JVC, Hi-Fi TV and Video.